Hey guys, Bones here, and my PBE client is no longer broken, so I'm able to bring you this Kindred MIDI rework thing now. So I'm going to go over what's going on here, the general theme of the change. I'm not going to go into like super hard number changes, like minute stuff. If you want that, the description below will contain a link to the original Riot post, which would tell you, like minor damage changes and like ratios and stuff like that. I'm gonna be talking about numbers as well, but more so in a kind of a generalized sort of sense, so you kind of get a feel for what's actually happening with this balance change mini rework thing. Anyway, the main difference here is going to be her passive, which now no longer gives percent damage on her auto attacks. It now does different things for her various abilities, which have all been changed slightly, and also it does still interact with her auto attacks, but they now give range instead. So how it works with her auto attacks specifically is stack 1, 2, and 3 will not do anything for your auto attacks. However, when you hit stack number 4, you will gain 75 auto attack range. As you can see right now, Kindred's base auto attack range is pretty garbage. It's 500. On my 4th stack, if I were to run around gaining stacks, it would be bumped up by a bonus 75, so 575 auto attack range. However, there are diminishing returns on that. I guess they don't want you having stupid auto attack range too quickly. So every subsequent 4, so 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, etc., etc., not that you'll ever reach that high, you'll gain 25 auto attack range per 4 stacks. So at 8 stacks, you would have 600. At 12 stacks, you would have 625, so on and so forth. Now, if I recall correctly, way back when I used to play a bit of Kindred, I do remember, of course there was variance depending on how well the game would go and how long it would last, but I kind of roughly remember, ending typically a game around 10 to 12 stacks. So yeah, you're never going to get like super high stacks, in your average game, but frame of reference, I personally do kind of recall getting around 10 to 12 way back in the day. So yeah, now the stacks do interact differently with the different abilities, which have changed slightly. So let me read over these abilities first, and then we'll return to the passive after we're done doing that. Also, the alt is like the same, so don't worry about the alt. So now, Dance of Arrows. The main difference here is that you gain bonus attack speed after you use it. That is a flat 10. Note on the Riot description post that I link in the description below, that is outdated. It still says it scales. I believe they took that out of the PB at some point. So yeah, it's a flat 10, barring the passive, but again, that's spoilers. We're going to return to the passive in a bit. Wolf's Frenzy, the main difference here is, yeah, you can direct it now. Looks like that. How it reads, more or less the same-ish. Wolf claims a territory, attacking nearby enemies inside it for 8.5 seconds. Lamb can redirect Wolf to new targets by attacking them. If Lamb leaves Wolf's territory, he will cease attacking and join her. Wolf's attacks deal magic damage equal to a certain flat amount, plus 1.5 of the target's current health. And that's the scaling a bit. Again, we'll talk about that a bit with the passive. So Mounting Dread, slightly different, so let's just read over what it does. Cripple an enemy, slowing their movement speed by 50% for 1 second. After Lamb attacks the target twice, her 3rd attack instead directs Wolf to pounce on the enemy, dealing a certain amount of damage. So basically the same, the function is the same, but plus 8% of the target's missing health as bonus physical damage. That scales, we'll come back to that. Wolf's attack critically strikes targets for 50% increased damage if they are below 15% health, plus a certain amount bonus based on your critical strike scaling. So notice the base amount that the person has to be below, so 15% health. You can up that threshold by 0.5 of your crit ratio. So notice I have 20% crit chance. If we look over here, it says it gains 10% extra threshold on the crit point. So yeah, I gain 10%. So if you add those two together, people have to be below 25% health for me to do crit damage with Mounting Dread. Now, so let's go back to this here. So as you can see, mark of the Kindred, we don't have any stacks currently, so Dance of Arrows doesn't get any bonus attack speed yet. So let's go over here and just do this. We'll kill out on this thing. So let's go back and look at that now. I have 1 stack. So every single stack Dance of Arrows, the bonus attack speed you get from it will be increased by 5%. So you can see that number reflected here. Now it says the total is 15%. Wolf's Frenzy bonus current health damage is increased by 0.5%. So every time Wolf bites someone when he's in that little range there, it's 0.5% extra current health damage. The Mounting Dread... Oh, did I call it Mounting Dread? Anyway, the W. So anyway, next, the E. Mounting Dread bonus missing health damage is 0.5%. So when Wolf goes to bite someone with the big third attack bite, it is increased by 0.5%. And again, you can see that reflected on the tooltip right there. So, yeah, there you have it. Nothing else has really changed with Kindred. Like, there are some minor attack damage ratio changes and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, check the description below, which will contain the original Riot post.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Yeah, it does. And of course, there's Misfortune, who can just kill. That's what we do. But as you can see, the way you gain stacks, that's all the same. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there you have it. That is Kindred with the theoretically infinitely scaling auto attack range.
Fear makes the chase more fun.
Actually, you know what? Let's get 4 stacks just to show you guys the attack range increase. So we just have to like fast forward time by 30 seconds or so, and then something will. Oh wait, there's
the weft and weave of fate guides.
Words spoil the chase.
So there we go. There's one right there. So let's fly over here. Alright, so now as you can see, my auto attack range has been increased by 75, but keep in mind that is only the first 4 stacks. Every subsequent 4 is only 25 attack range. And so now we're back, or rather we're up to a at least somewhat respectable 575 auto attack range. That's not bad. Alright, that's it from me guys. Thanks for watching. This has been the Kindred mini rework-ish thing. Now that my PB account again is finally working again, it was busted for a little while. Looking forward to bringing you guys more PBE videos. Goodbye.